This conference will now be recorded.
You see datadog.yaml, and I'm changing the key which is older to off. So this is the one, and save it. Systemctl restart datadog-agent. Done. So that is done. So today I'm going to show you the multiple integrations, and we'll finish it off integration and migrate to APM. Okay.
Yeah.
So the one which is pending is Kubernetes and AWS, correct now?
Yes.
So here, understand this. Do you have any idea about the Kubernetes?
Yeah. We have pods. Uh,
Great. Yeah. So here the theory is very simple if I explain it to you, because understanding you need it for it. So this is the cluster. This is the master server we have in the Kubernetes,
yeah. The
and
control
this
plane.
is yeah, this is the agent. Sorry, this is the Datadog. And here, what you need to do basically, this is the API server. Okay. Now API server, anything you ask API server, they will give you all that information. Okay, anything you ask API server, they will give you that information. So now we need to give that to Datadog also. So if Datadog will ask this guy, then they should provide. But how Datadog will make a call to API server? Not possible. So what Datadog is saying, hey, do one thing, deploy one agent which is in terms of pod. This is the pod, okay? Deploy this one pod inside your cluster somewhere, okay? And this will ask information and send to Datadog. And then SRE engineer, you can look at the Datadog. Understood now?
Yeah.
So basically we have to run one pod, and this pod will be running using daemon set, which I'll talk about in some time. Okay. So now, first of all, do you have a Kubernetes cluster? I don't know. Let me check. And I don't have it actually. So let me create a one clusters quickly. So what to do? So I need some script for creating a cluster. Kubernetes and install. So I'm using 20, right? Ubuntu, right? Ubuntu. This one will work. Okay. So how do I know my version of Ubuntu? So Linux command to know Ubuntu version. I don't
etc
remember that
etc
command.
OS release.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cat.
This is a uname. So in this one, I think LSB. Ubuntu specific commands LSB. So 20, wonderful. So this script will work because that is supported 20 only. So let me go and get it, this one. So clone this guy. Now go inside this, going inside this, going also inside this. Why 3 in CD I did, I don't know. Give the
Yeah.
permission to this file, chmod. This script will install the master server. This is a worker server, and run this guy.
It will run as a container or it will run as a pod? How
See,
inside pod?
pod has a container.
Yes.
Pod has a con.
Yeah. So uh, it will be a separate pod because there will be a multiple pods. So for
Yeah,
application, it will for Datadog there will be a separate container. I
separate
mean
container.
separate pod. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, it will be in separate namespace.
Yeah. Almost done. Just wait for a few seconds. Done. So my Kubernetes cluster master server is set up, and I should set up a worker server also. But worker server we don't need it because I can make a master also worker. How? So
Many queue.
Kubernetes master schedulable. There is a one command which you make it and run, and then it will become a worker also. Done. So now clusters is ready. Now what to do? So go to the Datadog here. Okay, first thing I should do is install the in this machine agent, which you have done a lot of time also. Done. And then this is already started, I guess. So that done. So what to do? So now you go to one thing I should do, that process monitoring I have to enable is a new server. Oh, it's already enabled. I think it was already done. So yeah, no need here. So now you go to the integrations. Okay. And here you click on the Kubernetes, enter. Now here so many options are there. It depends on what kind of metrics you want. This is sufficient for us. And here click on the install integration because of first time. And here you have a data for configuring it. Okay. So all this data you have it. So first thing, you should be having the agent installed. Okay, that is done. And after that, you have to go and modify the kubernetes.yaml, point to the server port and master to monitor. So that you have to do that. And there are few more documentations also is there. Okay, we can do that. So this one should be here. So go to etc Datadog and conrad, okay, and Kubernetes. See here. So many things are there. And here this is the state, depends on what you want. So state metrics, this one. Okay, so here you have to go for this one and enter, and now make it this one CP to this one. That's all. Now you can modify this if you want it, but I think it's not required. Let me check that. Okay, yeah, so this is required actually. So metric server is not enabled actually, that's the reason this is required. So metric server need to be set up, but anyways, this is not needed for time being. Now you go here and then follow this document. So first of all, did you install the doc agent? Yes. After that, you have to configure it. So how do you do that? There is a button. This is done, and here. So you have a two options, operators and Helm. Okay. So I'm doing through Helm. So Helm, I'm just checking Helm is there or not. Helm is not there. So what to do? DevOps school Helm install. and here this is something which quickly it can do, and I should install the Helm using script. So I run this script, Helm should be installed. Now done. So next thing is I am going to follow this document and run this command. Here, update this Helm. Done. Now this code, this YAML file, which you need to download it. Okay. So why they are asking for? Okay. So this file you have to check it out. Okay. Now this file you copy as it is. Okay. VI, and I'm just checking. You have to modify keys. Okay. That you should do that. So what I'll do, I'll copy inside the Notepad++, and here this one, and now I am going to modify the API key. So my API key is, I think, this one. I'll give it one space is needed, and then API key is sufficient, and then I'm thinking app key is not needed, and so on. So done. So now after that, what I'm going to do, I am going to create this file in here. So values dot YAML, insert, and save it. Now this command will do many things actually, so we should configure it. This command creating API keys, so let's set it up. And app key here, I'll get it from myself. Go to here, organization, app key, here you get it. Create a new one for Kubernetes and copy this key and use this here. So this command you are going to run to create a secret. Secret is created, and finally you are going to run this. So you change this file, I did change, and finally you're going to run this command. So now this is the file which I want to replace. So values.yaml, I'll rename it values.yaml to the same file. That is okay. And target system, here you can make it Linux, and done. And deploy. So this deploy the release name I have not given. So DD agent. So this will deploy the pod which has an agent which can get all the access from the server. Done. Okay, so now everything is done, and here clear the screen, kubectl, get a DS, see here, so ready, desire, and all everything. Now I should see at a Datadog the Kubernetes clusters. So let me show you. So go to here infra and containers Kubernetes, and here you see started coming now one node, 3 deployments and all. So now you can check this out and get more data about it. So this is the how you can create integrations and so on. Understood?
Yeah, so why that key is created and why we went for the Helm?
So here understand this, why we created a key secret, because this pod is accessing the secret for API key. It's not embedded in this pod, it's there in the secret which you are referring to. So if you have a secret, then only you can send the data to Datadog, right? Others will not be able to send, correct now?
Okay. So, so um, to communicate with, I mean, API key is there already to communicate to Datadog. So other than this secret key is also
Okay,
required.
app key. Secret is created through app and application key. See, this is the Datadog Kubernetes secret, where there's a one thing which is here API key, and there's another thing which is here app
Yeah.
key. So app key and app key you need it for to identify with a Kubernetes, and it's user specific, and API key need for the Datadog domain.
Yeah.
That is the something. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
So now this is the Kubernetes. Now you see the data, and you have to you know click on this and just analyze this. Still not coming. Why is not coming? Just a second.
so we why we went for Helm? Why
Yeah. What is that?
Helm? So
So how do you deploy the pod? Manually also earlier we used to do that, but nowadays we don't have actually all this thing.
yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So now next and last integration which we have is cloud. So how it works, let me show you. So here, what happens? Understand the concept first. So in this is the Datadog, and this is the AWS. So AWS you have, and this is you. You want all the matrices from the AWS to transfer to Datadog. So what to do? So in AWS, do you have any component which can do all this stuff?
CloudWatch.
CloudWatch, yes. So everything should be asked to CloudWatch. CloudWatch, you can do API programming also. But the problem is, who will ask a CloudWatch? This guy will ask CloudWatch? No. So what you are going to do in the here in the AWS, you know that Lambda, right?
Yeah.
So what happened? Datadog will share one code with you, which you need to run in the cloud formation. Understand that. And cloud formation, the moment you run, and this will be creating one Lambda function, and this Lambda function will run and ask a CloudWatch all this information. Okay, Lambda function will run and watch all the information from the CloudWatch, and this Lambda function will collect it and then send it to Datadog, and then you can see all the information from AWS. Got it?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
directly we can't integrate CloudWatch to Datadog. So through Lambda.
Yeah. Lambda is agent which is doing collecting and sending to Datadog.
Mhm.
So let's do that. So here, go for AWS. Where is that? AWS should be here, I guess, but I cannot see that. Okay, anyways, so come to integrations, click on the AWS here, and here you see install this. So first you click on the installation somewhere. Why is not there installations? Little UI changes seems, no problem. Again, let's repeat this. AWS, and oh, I see click, I need to click. click on the AWS and click on the install. Yeah, and same thing actually. So yeah, there is automatic way and there's a manual way. Go for automatic. Which region you want to do monitoring? So US East one, that's correct. And then do you want to send a log? Not interested in logs. Do you want to secure for SIM? Not interested in SIM. Okay, so that is something which you have. Okay, so and then select the key. So I have only API key. Done. Now this all the setups will generate one CloudFormation script. See, launch CloudFormation template. So if you logged in the same browser, it will be easy for you. And you see they fill complete data actually. You see complete data they filled, and you just acknowledge this one and the role name for permission role name Datadog. I think it's not required. Yeah, I think a role. Okay, so this role is already created. So I need to change this name. I'm just changing the name because it will fail if it is already there. So 2 I make it and then create stake. Yeah. So now this will do what? This CloudFormation script will deploy one Lambda function here. So wait for it. Create stake. Okay, there's a problem. 2 is already available. Stake is already available. 1. Let's go for 1. I should have deleted it. Okay. So I created. Let me see the stake. Okay, so see that this is the old stake. Delete failed happened. So now I will do the delete of the last one, not the latest one. Okay, so
Why
it
this
will,
stack is required? I mean, for what?
this CloudFormation stack will deploy this CloudFormation, I mean Lambda function. No? That is something. Got it. So this is automated way. Okay, so almost done. Refresh it. Just wait for a few seconds. Just wait for a few seconds. Yeah, so completed. Last one is pending. Just wait for it. Now this will do, you know what? Let me show you Lambda. Lambda. This is a agent actually. It will run. So see here it created. See. So this function will automatically run on a schedule and gather the information from the CloudWatch, and then send it to Datadog. So let me show you if it is coming or not. So first of all, I'll go to Matrix Explorer, Matrix Explorer, and here I will go for AWS. Okay, so still has not come. Just wait for it. So still has not come. Okay. Meanwhile, let me check, refresh this, and done. So now it's deployed successfully. Now within a few seconds, you should be seeing the AWS infrastructure details. So here, Kubernetes is here. AWS should be here, but it's not there. Not a problem. It will come automatically the moment the data is detected. It's a new account, right? So it might take few minutes extra. So let me see, AWS still has not come, and then keep refreshing, automatically it will come. So one call has to be made, and here, and now AWS still has not come. Let me see the deployment. Deployment is done successfully. Okay, you can also go integrations and check for that also. So AWS and click here. Yeah, so the account has come here. I see that. So all the matrices will be collected. So you see here, complete matrix from the every services, and data collections I have disabled it. So now it should be here now. Let's explore the data and click on AWS. It will take some time. You can so see the logs here. Meanwhile, resources almost done. So by now I think we should be having it. So automatically here the options should come. Hmm, let me check now. AWS. Yeah, it started coming now. So this is the way you can get all the matrices from the AWS using the Lambda integrations. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yeah, so we have done integration here. Then we have created one stack in the cloud formation, and uh, then
Yeah.
we are seeing the metrics.
Okay. So this is all about the integrations which you have completed. Now, next topic which is here, we have APM. Okay. So APM is the next topic. After that, we'll go for the logs, which is here. After that, we'll go to synthetic and RAM, which is here. After that, we'll go for alerting, which is here, and then dashboard. So, what do you think? You want to have one session today extra for APM, or you want to continue tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, still some doubts on Kubernetes. Sometimes we run as a sidecar. What is that
Yeah.
sidecar?
Sidecar means here there is a Kubernetes clusters, and then you have a pod. Okay. So pod will have one container, and typically application is configured in that container only. Okay, so when you hit the pod, that is going to that container, default application, first container. But sometime you want to run some extra containers. This may be for logging or monitoring something, networking, or anything as such. So in that case, that is called sidecar container. Got it?
Which one
So
is?
second
Yeah, yeah. Which,
second
which,
containers onwards from that pod is called sidecar container.
okay. So for different, one is for logs, one is for monitoring, one is for
Yeah, yeah,
metrics, something like
yeah,
that. One is for tracing.
yeah. So when you have a one containers, first container will be main container for
Hmm.
the product. Second onwards, you can call it sidecar container.
Okay. Okay. So for everything, Helm is required to deploy the pods in Datadog.
For deploying nowadays, we are using Helm a lot.
Uh-huh.
Earlier, we used to use YAML file and all.
Yeah. Okay. Mm, okay. Yeah. Got it. So inside YAML, if we make the changes, then we can easily run the
Yeah,
monitoring. Yeah.
that's correct.
Mhm. Okay. And one more thing, yeah. So without this stack, it will not. This stack will uh, integrate. I mean, this stack will run something in the Lambda server. In the Lambda, it will. I mean, that
So Lambda is nothing but function actually.
yeah,
So this
function.
function will be running and then asking the information to CloudWatch. Hey CloudWatch, give me all this information. CloudWatch will gather all this information and send it to this one. Send
Okay.
it to Datadog. This is
Okay.
the paid services, by the way. For this demo, probably I might have incurred $10 for AWS cost, I guess.
So, and I have seen that they are adding triggers. Uh, so how differ? I mean, I'm just little confused here. I mean, so
Triggers in
sometimes,
what?
I mean, we used to add the triggers from S3 bucket and CloudWatch logs in the. There will be a Lambda function. I mean, it's
Hmm.
kind of regular work. Like we have, so their Lambda will add a trigger. So when we add a trigger, we have a CloudWatch. We'll give that API. I mean, that path and all, and the trigger.
So this
When
script
it,
in
yeah.
this script is in the S3 only, no? The
Oh, okay.
script which I run, it was S3 only. Let me show you. See here.
Uh-huh.
Here. See, this is the location for the script. Where is that? When you first you do that, no, then you see that location is now hidden. So
Okay.
somewhere it should be there. Hmm. Here. So this script coming from the S3 only.
Okay.
Okay, so should we continue the next class or should we continue tomorrow?
We'll continue tomorrow.
Okay, I'll share the recordings.
Yeah.